Because there is nothing worse than pretending you're in something that's like
when everybody's moving the wrong direction.
It's oh my gosh, that's the worst is when you're driving and you have to like turn and we both go like the wrong way.
We'll go ahead and start with Mark. I really enjoyed your fart scene, your fight scene at the end of the film against like the 4 black armor guys.
Thank you.
With the bully club and the gun, that was really cool. I was wondering, like, how much time did you guys have to practice that and to shoot that? Because I know this stunt team can take some time to make it right.
Yes. So we had Andy Chang, the incredible Andy Chang, and his world-class stunt team. The great thing is we did have ample time to rehearse, and that was really, that was necessary, especially for me. Those guys and women are all incredible, and they really, challenged me and helped me kind of get up to speed, so to speak. But it was challenging because when we actually had the day to shoot, things happen, and we had less time than we had planned, expected, So we had that extra adrenaline rush of trying to get this huge fight in a very small amount of time, safely and properly. I loved it, challenging, fun, and I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, I will absolutely be there day one, especially if you're in the second one too.
Thank you, sir.
But for Madison, have you always wanted to play like an all-powerful goddess of the universe? And is that something that is hard to turn off when you're off the camera?
What do you mean? I'm not a goddess right now. It never went away. I was born to play this role. It was the scariest role I ever said yes to. Truthfully, it's not only is she an all-powerful goddess of war, she's also been loved for decades by so many people. And that's a lot of pressure. And I feel so honored. And I actually feel like I learned so much about myself throughout this process. And I sort of went on this journey with Sienna as she sort of went through this imposter syndrome and realized she could do it. And in a weird, strange way, I was kind of with her the entire time. And I really grew to love not 2 people, this one person, and sort of went through this change with her, I guess you could say. If that's cheesy, I don't know. I can be a little cheesy.
Yeah, cheesy's allowed.
Okay, good.
Well, that's great to hear, because I know so many roles, I did that and I'm said and done, but it's really nice when a role actually it was actually get something.
I love that too, because we do so much, but you do, and it's like you really what's the word I'm looking for? You want those roles that do that to you, and it's therapeutic.
Yeah, you do that art that changes the audience and you, maybe.
Yeah, because we're always constantly growing, and we do silly things like pretend to be other people, and it's great when you can learn things through their experiences.
Yes. Well, speaking of learning from that experiences, Mark, I'm wondering, did the costume department do anything for you, or did you just show up like that on every day?
No. He wishes he showed up.
I do wish. No, we had Attila and Andras in Budapest, Hungary, and they are
amazing.
All the costumes are so specific and detailed, and they just look cool. No, I was obviously super happy and excited to put the clothes on, and they fit it just right, that I could move, and it still fit their vision and Tomek's vision, our director, our wonderful director. And it informed me so much about who Mylock is. It was. I thought it was a very interesting contrast, having his costume, his wardrobe, but having these interesting little tattoos.
Which I heard you're gonna get tomorrow.
Oh, man.
We're gonna get matching ones,
are
right?
we?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're tougher than me. I don't think I could take the pain.
You could do it.
Oh, okay. If Goddess says so, I'll go with it. But yes, the costumes inform.
Absolutely. Well, I would hope that those blue glasses, I hope that you were able to take those home.
Thank you.
Those worked for you very well.
Thank you so much.
Well, Madison, another question I had for you. if you had these abilities that your character has in the film, without the horrendous collateral damage, of course, what are the first 3 things you would do with those abilities?
Ooh.
I'd fly somewhere really cool. Maybe go to like Italy or somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun. And I can't disintegrate anyone. Fine.
Well, I don't know. They wouldn't be able to catch you afterwards.
Yeah. What are they?
What are they gonna do?
I would fully change my hair every single day. I would wake up with a new hairstyle, which I would love to do that anyways, but it's impossible. What else would I do? I would just wear that white dress around all the time.
Remind us all who you are.
Well, Mark, another thing you did in this movie a lot, it seemed you were in the giant flying, kind of playing pilot.
Yes.
I was wondering, were you able to convince them to give you flight lessons for it?
I wish.
It seems like a missed opportunity, man.
I know. But it was really cool because we had, it was practical and virtual. We had a practical, what do you even call the flying?
Was it on hydraulics?
It was on hydraulics.
Okay. They built it.
I mean, it was actually, we were all actually in it and it was moving around and shaking. So no acting required, just hung on and
Because there is nothing worse than pretending you're in something that's
when everybody's
around.
moving the wrong direction.
Oh my gosh, the worst is when you're driving and you have to turn and we both go the wrong way. It's really
that would be us.
It happens a lot too, yeah.
Yeah, I love it when actors are pretending to drive and it's just like, if you were driving like that, you'd be all over the road,
Or my favorite is during a scene when you're driving and you're having a conversation like this the whole time when you clearly would have crashed at some point.
Yeah.
That's some Fast and the Furious kind of stuff right there. So, I guess my last question, what do you both believe makes Knights of the Zodiac stand out from the other superhero and comic movies that, are kind of all over the market these days?
I mean, I think it's fresh and it's a take on, Greek mythology. It's been around quite literally, I guess not forever, since Greek mythology was created. I don't know when that was. Yeah. But it's a play on that, which I think just makes it interesting, and we haven't seen that before. And it does follow some of the tropes of enemies to lovers and love conquers all, and some of the classic stuff that we just always love to see because we clearly keep going back to the films that always portray those same tropes because they work. That and just we have just some really cool characters.
We have really cool characters.
They're all very interesting.
Yeah, and also it's anime, it's manga. It's from Japan with that sensibility, with a very diverse cast. That has to count for something.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm getting the symbol for getting wrapped up, but thank you guys so much for your time, and
thank you.
Wish you luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.